Hey people, this is LTF coming at you with another spooky Mission Randomizer. Today we got Tryhard, Lunatic, and OK. Feeling like a bit of a lunatic, so let's go. Crazy. Nice reddish orange ship. If this is fate, I solemnly assure you that I dread for you when the time comes that you make your reckoning and realize that there is no longer anything that can be done. May you never find yourselves, men of Zebes, in such a position. Yet in any case, it were better to die 10,000 deaths than to let Zebes fall to the hunter. Is that a pirate log? We are a sickly yellow-green sprite today. And we got the red tower music coming at us. Fake Greaves. This was originally meant to be the Hyper Beam. I decided to make it this item instead. Starting off with Space Jump. It's interesting. And then check this. It's a missile. Starting off the game with an assault rifle. Nervous shell that relentlessly seeks the player in first place. So I believe how this is going to work is this item must be Morph Ball. Which we can't even get in here. This is a very interesting start. Ridley equals Ridley. In red. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the fast travel system here. Start us off in Mansion Wrecked Ship. I do believe this is the best way I can go. Got the saver music. That is terrifying. Unfortunate death. Seems like on all the seeds I'm getting are really tanky, really strong gamers. Maybe I would be better off going to castle. There's honestly not really a great place to go without Morph Ball. We have a spook that I can't quite get to. And we got Spooky Squirter. Power of 1,000 suns in your grasp. I cannot progress any further this way, so I just got the 2 checks there. Okay. I don't necessarily need missiles yet, so I'm gonna do... Actually think the way to go here is indeed Castle. I think Castle has the most available checks. There's a save here. Sell my soul. Weapon supply system complete. It's cool because that is what I intended it for. I can get one of the pumpkin items. I'm gonna grab that. We got the Metroid Regenerator and increased our jump height by 0.124%. I'm gonna go to hell. Scan pulse malfunction. Try again later. Well, getting that map room certainly did feel like a malfunction. It's gonna be really tough getting out of here. I'm gonna restore... I cannot restore my supers, unfortunately. Now, we can only go so far through this section, but I am going to do the heated room check. Obviously, our big priority is Morph Ball, but of course, if we do find Ice Beam, the game is kind of just over, so it's also a pretty good find for us. Alright. It looks like this is going to be a really short video. I'm going to grab, not that check, but a couple checks. I do want some more missiles. I'd be comfortable with, one more super and a missile tank. So I'm gonna grab this check. Got the wind hook. See, I do not believe Morph Ball is required to beat this game. I am trying to think of if there is anything in pumpkin. And I am just not seeing it. I don't think there is a single spot in pumpkin that will require me to morph ball. Try and find a super drop here. There's a couple of really quick castle items I can get. That is the best spot for a work robot. See, I do need ammo to beat the game. I won't be able to get that item. I think I will try pumpkin. I'm gonna save in this room. And the determining factor for whether we can just up and beat the game right now is if Rinkas are vulnerable to beams or screw attack. That is true. We can beat the game really without anything. So, moment of truth. Looks like we're gonna be fine. This might take a while though. Not vulnerable to screw. It's crazy, we're gonna have to do this every single time we kill a Metroid. I'm not sure these Rinkas can drop supers. That might also take a while. Okay, I may need a missile tank to beat the game. I'm doing a death reset instead of a hard reset. I don't know, it just feels more natural. It feels more natural to me to do it that way. But it does look like I am going to need a missile tank to beat the game. I am just gonna try forest. I think there's one item in forest I did not grab, and I think that was a missile. Oh, except for I can't grab it. And it is a missile. Now this is interesting. I think well, I know there's a missile tank I can get in Mansion. I think I'm gonna have to go get that. Very interesting seed. So I should be able to beat the game now. I am going to save again. I cannot get grabbed. I get grabbed, I die. It looks like I do not, like 5 missiles isn't enough to kill a Metroid. So I'm going to have to do setups like this, where I can farm Rinkas while fighting a Metroid. Actually, let's get to 5 first, so we minimize the amount of time we're stuck doing that. This is a frankly ridiculous process. I probably should have got more missiles, but go mode is go mode. This looks like it's going to be the setup here. It's a little difficult to pull off. but my B button finger kind of hurts. Nice. We're just gonna need one more. Nice, and we got supers. Also very helpful. Obviously, I'm gonna take the refill and the save here. Sell my soul. Seems as though we have got 2 Metroids to worry about now. Not really a fan of that, but that Metroid is stuck. Stuck no longer. See if I can get a better position for farming. And I'm dead. So figuring out how to farm this room is going to be kind of interesting. There are a few items in Castle I can get, but honestly, at this point, it's about principle. Seems kind of tricky to get the Rinka. Rinka to spawn. That's another death. I think I will get the items I can get in Castle. I think that is gonna be simply too difficult. Of course, if I do get Morph Ball, the fun is kind of over. So hopefully we don't see that. I don't know where Castle is. There we go. I have checked that item. Yeah, I have. I got it. Must have been an E-tank. I do not want tanks. items I can get is this way. It's gonna be... Okay, so that's a missile. That's really good. Then the other item is gonna be whatever is in this room. And it's Morph Ball. Fun over. Zen Elevator. Officially endorsed by Metroid MST. Well, fun's over. Yeah, I suppose Morph Ball had to be there, didn't it? I must have died after I got bombs. No, it was just deselected by default. Well, it's pretty easy to pick up a bunch of missile tanks now. I think I'll look for like maybe one or two more one more missile tank and one more super tank. That's what I'll call it at. I can now snag a lot of the forest items, or the forest. Just the forest missile, really. But the forest missile really should be all I need. That is not a real Chozo statue. I do want a refill. I'm gonna grab the two items here, and no matter what they are, I'll go back to Pumpkin. Well, how good am I at doubles? Okay, I'm absolutely good to beat the game now. I was definitely not throwing for content. Actually, no, I was. Yeah. That's what I was doing. I just saved. I also don't have to worry about dying every time I get grabbed. It's what, 8 missiles? And we still need to farm up. Still need to farm up. The fun is not over. This was a very, very, very weird seed. If the Metroid values hadn't been so high, I really could have beat the game. With just a single missile tank and everything that I had, but I would have been stuck farming for ages. Okay. I got 6. Yeah, it's like 10 missiles. Interesting. We got the Mexican speaker. Increases survival rating by 91%. Are those percent numbers randomized? Yeah, 10 missiles is a bit much, honestly. That's what you get sometimes. The good news is there's only 2 Metroid rooms in the game. Remember when I thought this was going to be a really, really short video? Well, here we are, farming Rinkas. Still not dead. That's really good. I got 2 supers for the last one. So it'll be nice and quick. Gonna refill our ammo and then end. was pretty rough. This could also be a very long Imago fight. Yeah. Farming Imago now. Because we never got charge beat. Please tell me Imago can drop ammo. Oh, good. Alright. We got a hint. I don't have high jump. Or gravity, so I gotta do that. We did actually get a spawn on another brand. I don't need to do that. Okay. I think for this hack, the random enemies and random damage values are fine. For other hacks, for longer hacks, maybe for something like Spooky 2, I'm not sure that would be wise. 'Cause this is pretty bad. I mean, I got the time. I'm a scrub. so I can't dilly-dally. I also need a missile. Real pickle, if nice. Oh, I'm so happy. Alright, so that's Spooky Mission Randomizer. I don't know what you're talking about. I got in the ship. Everything's good. That pumpkin literally took me 20 minutes. Literally took me 20 minutes. So yeah, anyways, it's the second Spooky Mission Randomizer. It's today's Spooky Mission Randomizer. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Peace. I'll see you guys in the next one.